I think we're looking for a sponsor to give us a new theme song.
That'd be great.
I don't hate this one, but it's the generic, came with the system, so I'm sure there's others out there that use it also. I'm not about that life.
Right.
But.
All right. Well, welcome to another episode of Los Chisbrosos podcast, brought to you by Ben-Hur Studios. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, and all that stuff so you can show your support. Here on Los Chisbrosos, we're Chismosos, Chistosos, and also Brosos? I don't know. That sounds cool. I don't know.
It works.
It works.
It's always going to work.
You know, here we want to welcome everyone to talk about whatever they might want to talk about, whether it's personal struggles or just BS about whatever. We're your host, Rogelio, Mr. H. Herrera, and Ryan. Big energy right there.
That's me.
All right, quick disclaimer here. Information provided on the podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. It does not substitute for professional medical advice. If you're having struggles with any mental health issues, please seek professional help. Dial 988 for the Suicide and Crisis Hotline if you're having any of those thoughts. We want to make sure that all our fans and friends are in good mental space so they can enjoy us. Again, that number is 988 for the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Before we get started, I'd like to give a big old shout out to our sponsors. Ryan, go ahead.
We got Lux Customs. We're a small business owned and operated by my wife and I. We provide laser engraving services that allow us to create custom-made items for businesses, home decor, or party needs. We've done tumblers, leather materials, wood, acrylic, and coated metals, and much more. Please contact us for any custom work you would like done. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok, mostly right now, at Lux_Customs. That's Luxe, customs with a K, ends in a Z. Also have Elysian Design, who made our Los Chisbrosos podcast logo for us.
Shout out to Kayla.
Yes, thank you, Kayla. You can contact Kayla for any logo creation ideas. And also, if you or someone you know is in need of a wedding planner / coordinator, then she is also a great source to go to for some modern ideas and inspiration.
All right, I'd like to give a shout out to Yakima Chiropractic Center. It's where I work. So I need more patience, guys. Come on. Gotta pay my fucking bills.
They're looking
for all your chiropractic and massage needs. You can make an appointment with them via phone call, 248-555. Again, that number is 248-5555.
And last.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got 509 Mechanical Services. My buddy Juvenal Larios, HVAC tech, does service, repair, and installation. I told him to give me some input of what he wanted me to talk about it in his business, because he sponsored our hats that we are wearing.
Oh, yeah.
So thanks for that, Juvenal.
Shout out to Juvenal Larios.
And next time,
Mechanical Services.
Respond to my text message when I say, hey, tell me what you want me to say about you. But as you can see now on camera, we got our guest today, John Fortenberry. We got you right in front there. You want to say hi?
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
No problem, man.
Well, thanks for coming.
Yes.
You are very welcome. We like to welcome people to come just talk to us. We have
try to have a good time.
Yeah, we like talking to people. We like to hear people's stories. We like to just mess around, joke, tease each other. It's fucking fun around here.
Right. Gotta have fun with it.
Life is about having fun, and that's not always fun, though, right?
Exactly.
So that brings us to, again, this is our second episode, and we are doing our second version of You Good with John. Yeah. John's gone through some situations in life, as all of us have, but everybody's gone through different ones, of course.
Yep.
And he's willing to come on and talk about his story and kind of just get it off his chest to those that want to listen to him. Because, again, we're not professionals by any means. I mean, I'm probably the farthest thing from it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But, hey, I'm a good guy, and I like to be out there and be open for people.
Right.
It's all about helping each other. I think we live in a world where we're so into just what's going on with us. And unfortunately, that doesn't work because there's billions of us.
Yeah.
And
No, for sure.
if we're so heavily stuck just with ourselves, it's hard to make the world a better place.
Yep. We're all confined to a little box nowadays. You know, no one wants to venture out and try stuff.
Yeah, or meet new people.
Exactly. Like, I've never been a people person. I mean, Ryan can vouch. I mean, if I didn't know you, I would not talk until you talked to me, and then we started bullshitting and stuff, and then it would just all uphill from there, I guess.
And I think that's a horrible thing, though, right? Like
That's
you
an
walk
inside
into a
joke.
room and then you see a bunch of like pissed off dudes, or like everybody's got like a chip on their shoulders. Like,
Yeah.
you want to fucking have a beer with me, man? We'll have a
Right.
fucking good time.
Exactly.
Like, why are you going out and be pissed off and trying to fight people or just be mad at the world?
Exactly.
Some people vibe on that though. I'm not that guy, but
Yeah.
Well, you'd get your fucking ass kicked.
hey, there's a lot that people don't know about me.
Brings it back.
Nah, just kidding, guys. You know, Ryan's got mad squabbles.
Bring it back. He wants to be 6'3".
Yeah.
That's right.
6'2" with the reach stick.
But so yeah, again, this is you good. And John, tell us about yourself, man. Like,
You know, I'm just going on about a year, separated from the ex-wife. You know, no one ever talked about the divorce part about it. I always talked about the marriage and how it can be and how it will be, but never what happens if it doesn't work.
yeah,
I mean, we were together 16 years since high school. So I mean, she was the only one I really knew, and you know, she knew me well. So when that time came, it was kind of, you know, yeah, I had friends. You know, we kind of grew apart. You know, the last couple of years, I would say, that we did some stuff that I would say didn't really account to the whole split up, but you can look at it either way. You know, we've talked about it. You know, we're good. You know, she's mother to my kids. You know, I have nothing bad to say about her. It's just stuff doesn't work out.
that's right. People grow, and we don't always grow in the
Exactly.
same line, I guess. You know,
Exactly.
like, as time goes on, you get different perspectives and different
Yeah.
outlooks and where you want to be in life or what your
Exactly.
end goals are.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's human, right? Like,
Yep.
it's human nature. Yeah, I mean, I've been 13 years with my wife now, married, and I mean, I can't sit here and say that we've got the perfect marriage because we met my wife.
Yeah.
No, I love her. I love her to death. I would be lost without her, I think. But I mean, ultimately, like we're human again. Like
Yeah.
we have our struggles, and it's. I mean, we could take the easy route out, I guess. And I say that cautiously, right? Like, you know, sometimes that's the only option.
Right.
If you're just running down that hole, it's like there's no out, then you
Right.
got to do what you got to do. But I mean, thankfully, we're both in this mindset, like we're willing to fight for what we got.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
I mean, there was a lot of fighting going on. Not like button heads fighting, but like, you know, I tried stuff. I tried to change. But it's the stuff I was doing wasn't bad. You know, I mean, I wasn't going to the bar party and, you know, talking to other females. I wasn't just out just ignoring my wife. You know, I was going to play softball,
yep,
go bowling. You know, I bowl league, you know, so it's like a couple hours here and there a week, you know. So it was just, I thought that didn't hurt, but in the long run it did.
all right, it added up.
It did. It really added up. And I wasn't willing to change that because I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Just because a couple hours a night compared to, you know, when you go to the bar, you know, you never say I'm going to the bar for a couple hours to have a few drinks.
Right.
A few drink turned into 4 and then it turned into closing the bar down
Yep.
and stuff like that. So, well, yeah, I mean, I did drink at the field sometimes, not all the time. So,
Yeah, but like you said, like in your mind, it wasn't. You
Right.
weren't doing anything crazy.
Right.
Like you weren't hitting on women. You weren't out with women by themselves. Like
right,
so.
right.
I get it. I mean, I could see where.
So that was her main reason?
Not main reason. Like I said, we just grew apart. She wanted me to slow down, be home. And I wouldn't say she didn't do nothing at the house. It's just I always was doing something. So for me, I'd come home from work. You know, I was a mobile tech, so I would work, you know, over 8 hours almost every day. Come home and have to mow the lawn, do this, you know, clean the dog area up, make sure the kids are good and stuff. Because there's times that she had to work late, so I was like doing basically when she was working, I was doing everything. So it was just, yeah, it just wasn't. I don't think that was the main reason. So
what do you think the main reason was?
I think I mean, we got into like a fight, not really a fight, I would say, more of just a disagreement, and just one thing led to another, and it was just like, hey, you know what? Let's just go our separate ways, you know. And I was like, if I walk out the door with my clothes, I'm not coming back. God forbid my kids. I was actually in the mindset about 6 to 8 months before that. And she blew her knee out, and she had to have like major surgery on her knee. And I was like, I felt like a dick to be, you know what? No, fuck you.
Right.
I'm out. You know, I can't do this anymore, and you can't even walk. And you have two kids to take care of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I stuck it out, helped her, and at that time, I'm like, hey, you know what? She's laid up. Maybe this could help with us. You know, I can start doing things for that. So, you know, she's like, hey, I bought all the Scream movies off Amazon. Because she loves DVDs. I mean, we have those 100 or whatever the packs.
Yeah.
We have like 4 of those of DVDs. We had a shitload of DVDs.
The CD cases?
Oh yeah.
Oh, just full of CDs.
Oh, full
speed DVDs.
Oh yeah, we did that. We had stacks. We had to have like I would say like 10 grocery bags or garbage bags full of just the cases when you put them into those sleeves.
Yeah.
So you know, I was like, you know what, kids are asleep. I got up at 5, worked out. I asked her what she was doing. I just got up. Yeah, at this time, she was able to use crutches and kind of put weight on her knee. So she got up and got the kids, you know, put toast in the toaster for the kids or whatever. So I was like, hey, I stopped we didn't have a DVD player. I stopped at Target, got a DVD player, went to the dollar store, got her a bunch of her snacks, went in, hooked everything up. I was like, just have the girls come out and get me when you change the DVD out. You know, and I figured, you know, that's a good thing to do to, hey, you know, I'm trying.
Small gesture, but
yeah, small gesture. But I think at that point, her mind was set up too. Mm. So, yeah, like she had all right to my phone, all right. And when I asked her about it, like I plugged my phone in and put it on my nightstand. I came in to grab it because I want to listen to music. It was on the bed next to her, and I asked her, I was like, did you go through my phone? Like I wasn't mad. Like you have all right too.
You should, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we were together 16 years. I have nothing to hide. You know, and she always asked if she could go through my phone. I always told her, I hope the couch is comfortable and I hope you find what you're looking for. You know, because that's just a disrespect for me. Not really disrespect, but like it's a trust thing. You know, you don't trust me.
Well, yeah, but I think, you know, I think with women, they try to find something wrong. Right.
Right.
And you hanging out and doing your activities it's perfectly normal.
Right.
Right. Because some women are like, fucking go, get out of the fucking house. Like, stop being here.
Yeah.
And then you have the other ones that don't want you to do anything.
Yeah.
Like, just be home.
Right.
You know, you got to have that good, you know, work, life schedule. And sometimes you have to do stuff without your family.
Yeah.
You have to go out and hang out with your friends.
Right.
I think my biggest problem was like, I was always just working, going to school, and home.
Yeah.
Like, I rarely hang out with my friends. Like, some of these guys, I wouldn't see them for months.
Yeah.
You know, and so trying to find a balance and trying to figure out what women want, it's never going to happen.
No.
They all have their own ideas of what a perfect relationship is, and we don't know shit.
Exactly. I mean, there's been times where you're like, hey, I'm headed home from work. I'm tired. We're both tired. Let's just order food. She's like, oh, you know what I want? I was like, all right. And then you ask, are you sure that's what you want? Because you know, it's always that question in your head. Maybe she doesn't want that this time, and you get that now. You know, she's mad because you went. You know, it's always a thing with. Yeah, it's always a thing for me. You know, it's like, what do you want? And it's like, you know what I want. Okay, do you want anything else? Do you want something? Try something different? No. Okay.
Then you were wrong. Then you were wrong.
Or went to the wrong restaurant.
It's like you stop at McDonald's and be like, hey, I'm gonna stop at McDonald's. You want anything? No, I'm good. Okay, I'll get you your own fries.
Right.
I'm not dumb.
See, I'm still dumb then because I don't. I know better, but I don't do it.
Yeah.
That way they learn. You got to teach them.
Hey, that's kind of my philosophy. Like, I asked you and you said no, so
Right.
you can have a fry.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. No one gets my fries.
A fry.
Like my fry.
Just one.
just one, and it could be the
The one
burnt,
that's in the bag.
the burnt one.
The one that's still in the bag. It's been in there for a while.
No, those are the best ones.
Oh, man.
So, did you guys do counseling or anything leading up to this? Or?
No. It was brought up a couple times, like years ago.
Yeah.
But you know, I was always, you know, the man. You're like, fuck, I don't need fucking therapy. I don't need therapy. I can handle it. You know.
I think we all need it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, even if you're not having issues, I think we just still need it.
I mean, like I go to a chiropractor every other week.
Because you need it.
I don't need it, but it
You do
helps.
need it.
I do need it. I do need it. Yeah. So I mean, it's just one of those things, you know.
Well, I think that's not to cut you off or nothing, but that's us as men, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't need help. Like, I got it. I will figure out whatever I need to figure out. Like,
Yeah.
like you want to help? Thanks.
If a man can sit there and look your wife in the eye and be like, "Hey, I'll figure it out," you better trust she's gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
I've always said that. You know, she's always about like, "Oh, we're short with money. We're short with this. We're short with that. What are we gonna do with her daycare?" It's like, just let me figure it out. I'll figure it out. Just trust me. And when sure shit, I figured it out.
Right. But I think at our age anyway, because that's, again, we start talking about the younger generation. I had this conversation this morning. They're all in, I feel like a lot of today's youth feels entitlement.
Yeah.
You know, you graduate high school and you expect $25, $30 an hour. Like,
Oh, God.
What the hell?
Oh yeah.
You know, like, no, to me, when I came out of high school and worked minimum wage jobs, that was my motivation to go do better.
Yeah.
You know, go earn that dollar.
Yep.
And exactly, like, we're taught, our generation was taught, like, you are going to grow up to be a husband, the man of the house. You've got to, it's your job, your responsibility to make sure your family doesn't go without,
Yeah.
you know. It doesn't mean like the wife does all the kitchen, house cleaning, and takes care of the kids. But I mean, if that's what it results to, because you're out working to make the money, then that's what it is.
Right.
You know.
Right.
I don't know. Everybody's raised different too, of course.
Yeah.
I know, not being racist by any means, but there's different expectations in different households of different cultures, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So, I know in the Hispanic culture, like, emotion is a no-go for men.
Yeah.
You know, you're not
Oh, for
allowed,
sure.
you're not allowed to show emotion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm dead inside.
Yeah. You know, I mean, you're weak. You show emotion,
Yeah.
you're weak. And I was raised, I mean, you can be emotional, but you better have a control of it. Like,
Yeah.
you weren't allowed to just sit there and throw your fits and, like, get catered to. Like,
Yeah.
that don't fly.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, again,
And I kind of get that because I've never. Shit, I just lost my uncle about 4 years ago. I've never seen my dad cry a day in my life.
Yeah.
He didn't at the funeral. He didn't, you know, and that's how I was. Like my ex-wife, she maybe seen me cry, I want to say once or twice.
yeah.
And one time is like my friend had a pretty bad accident, you know, he almost lost his life and he was pretty close to me. And, you know, she told me about it and I was like, oh fuck. You know, she can tell I was starting to get emotional and stuff. And I was like, hey, I'm going to go take a shower, you know, like shower, cry, you know, what I do.
Yeah.
And so, you know, she came in and like she just shoved the curtains back and she got in and just sat there and held me, you know. And it was just one of those things. And like I cried. I mean, I teared up pretty bad when we found out my second kid was a girl. I mean, I teared up. I mean, I wasn't teared up because I was happy. I was mad.
Because you already had a daughter.
I already had a daughter. I needed a boy. So I'm the last of my name. So it's kind of like I need to have that boy. And, you know, God blessed me with 2 beautiful girls. They're healthy. So, I mean, that's all.
Yeah.
That's all I can.
Because you didn't use the right technique, man.
I know, right?
It has to be facing north. You got to eat jalapenos. You got to, I don't know, put ice on your balls. I don't know. Just stuff you can do, I guess. I don't know if it works, but
Right.
I got lucky enough. I only have one son, and that's it. But
That just
I
means you're a
cried when
man.
I found out he was a boy.
You cried when you found out he was a boy?
Yeah.
Why?
Because like him, it's like,
Yeah.
I know it's gonna carry on. My name's gonna carry on.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of a lot of my cousins. They all have girls.
That's how it was with my whole family, and they're all girls. My sister has 1 boy, and everyone else has, you know, girls. Maybe a couple boys here and there, but it's majority girls.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I guess my brother has boys too, so I guess even if I didn't have the boy, like the name's still gonna carry, I guess. So
yeah,
I guess I didn't look at it from that perspective. I actually didn't shed a tear when Uriah was born. Not that I don't love him, but
I think there's less love for him than Chloe. I don't know.
Chloe's number 1. Like Chloe was the first one. You know,
She's a girl,
and she's the girl.
so you treat her different.
exactly.
Yeah, Uriah tested me yesterday. Actually, I hit him. I spanked him in Home Depot, left-handed.
How dare you?
I know, right?
That's a baby.
I warned him all day, and I was tired of warning him. So I was like, 100 warnings. I've got to honor it now.
Yeah.
And I hit him, and he falls to the ground. He gets up, he looks at me, he smiles and walks away. He's like, oh,
Shit.
like you're lucky that was my left. He goes, I didn't cry. I was like,
You didn't learn shit, then. That kid has that. He's got that little look of him. It's like, I'm gonna fuck with you.
Oh yeah,
You see him in his eyes.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
You see him. He's like, I'm gonna fuck with this guy.
yeah.
Shit all the time.
But like when Chloe was born, I mean, I cried like a baby. I cried more than Diana. She's the one that just pushed her out. And I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. You guys as dads might understand it, but like literally the whole pregnancy, like Diana's like, you want to rub my belly? And like I didn't have that connection, you know, and I felt horrible. I really did, because she really wanted me to have that same bond. It's like, it's not real to me yet.
Yeah.
And then the second Chloe came out and I saw her take her first breath and scream, like the weight of the world hit me.
Oh yeah.
Like, I was walking on clouds, and then all of a sudden I'm just carrying this ball, it's like, geez.
Yeah.
But like my life changed. Like I don't live life for me. I live life for my kids.
Exactly.
Now at this point.
Well, that's how it should be. I think that's the biggest sacrifice that we have to make. And we should. My ex-wife, she had a problem with me working all the time.
Yeah.
But I paid the majority of the bills.
Which is kind of wrong in my eyes. You know what I mean? If you're working, you're working. You're not doing nothing wrong.
Yeah. So she said like, "Oh, you're never present," and this and that. It's like, well, you want time or money?
Yeah.
If you want time, then you have to put in more money towards this pot.
Yeah.
And she wasn't about that life.
And Diana and I, we share accounts. Because I'm horrible with money. If I have $10 in my wallet, I'm going to spend it in 10 seconds. Like, that's just who I am. And she will carry $10 for 10 years, and it doesn't bother her. Like,
for adults with big girl money.
Right.
That's what I say.
Yeah. Like,
I got money. Let's go spend it.
Yep. And so
I don't have it like that. I definitely don't have it like that.
So yeah, I'm thankful to have her there for me in that aspect, because I'd probably as much, and I'm going to hear about this when she watches this back, but I'd probably just barely be moving out of my parents' house if it wasn't for her financial strict.
I mean, my ex-wife, man, she was really well with the money. She was made sure the bills were paid. I hate when you always talked about money. I hated it. I hated talking about money. But, what I have now, I probably wouldn't have had by myself.
Right.
and stuff. So it was, I'm thankful for that. And I took some things away when we split up that I learned from her. So, thank you.
Yeah, right. 16 years. I mean, you had plenty of time to learn something.
Yeah.
That's about relationships. When you move on, learn from it.
Yeah.
That's what you can do. I try to learn something from every relationship I've been in. And I still suck. No, it's just, dating's hard now.
Oh, man. Dating this generation.
Dumpster fire, man.
No one wants to date. No one wants to date.
I think we're getting to that point where men are starting to hold back.
Yeah.
Because, especially as we get older, we're not just trusting. You're looking at certain situations. You look at women with children.
Yep.
It's like, I don't have enough bedroom for all of us, so sorry I can't date you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to buy another house.
Yeah.
Because that's what eventually it's going to be, right? So you can start dating someone that's got 3 or 4 kids.
Yeah.
That's not going to work for me.
Yeah.
So I don't have enough room. Mm-hmm. And a lot of these, people dating, not just women, but men, they think they're fucking prizes.
Yeah. And the girls that don't have kids, they want kids. And you're like,
Child care is expensive.
Yeah, 100%. Mine's on my last year. Next school season they'll both be in school, so that would be pretty good.
Yeah. So. Those are the parent milestones, right?
Yeah.
Like growing up, it's like, cool, 13, I'm a teenager. 15, I got my permit. 16, I'm driving. 18, I'm an adult. 21, I can drink.
18, you're paying rent.
Well, I wasn't, but 19, I was.
I think
It'd be this age, still not paying rent.
That's right. See, 25, my car insurance is gonna drop.
Telling you, it's 'cause that's how we got into that soft guy era.
Oh yeah.
Actually, let's watch that real quick. That we can.
Yeah, go for it.
This is a new trend that guys are doing. Drizzle.
Hey, listen, fellas. We done with the whole masculine provider male era. We're in our soft guy era, okay? Drizzle. Listen, I don't know who need to hear this, but until that woman asks you to be her husband, you don't have to do husband-like things. Stop giving these women husband advantages and amenities, and you're still a boyfriend. Until that ring is on your finger, you shouldn't be doing anything. Period. Drizzle. Like, y'all be so caught up on getting with Dusties and all that, you need to start going after their moms. See, I know a lot of y'all think that older women may not be that much attractive or whatever the case may be, but there's a lot of good-looking older women. And I feel like you guys can deal with these older women who's going to take care of you and treat you like a king that you are. Drizzle. Now, there's a point where as a man in your soft guy era, you shouldn't be pumping your own gas. You shouldn't be cleaning out your car. You shouldn't be having to change your tires. You shouldn't be having to have to put air in your tires. You shouldn't have to mow the grass. That's all the responsibilities of your woman. The moment you become a husband, then things change. But until then, that woman should be taking care of everything, and you shouldn't be showing her no reason on why she should stick with you for the rest of her life. And in hopes that she makes you her husband. Drizzle. You need to stop giving out so much to these women. Like, y'all giving up the dookie quick as hell, and y'all dropping it off, and these women are not appreciating it. I think you need to hold out, even if you had sex with 100, 200 women. You need to hold out and make that woman wait until she shows you that she's capable and that she's loving enough for you to give your body to her. Because at the end of the day, it's all about us. It's all about us. We just want our equal rights as men. So, drizzle. Hey,
no. No. Diana tries to do yard work and drives me nuts.
Yeah. It's just like you try to clean the house.
Right. I know I ain't going to do it right.
But you weren't paying attention. You're married now.
Yeah.
This is before you get married. This only applies to me and John here.
My opinion don't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Again.
Just like at home.
But I think this just goes to show how, I think it's more like satire, right? How women say sprinkle, right? Now, like one of the comments here, Drizzle versus Sprinkle is going to be the final war of society. I'm 5'6". I want a wife that's to be 6'5" and a 6-digit salary. Drizzle.
Pay my bills too, drizzle.
Yep. I mean, I think that's where we got into, and that's, I think, how nobody wants to date. That's because we all have that mentality now.
Yeah.
Like, we want a good woman, and then a woman wants a guy that's going to take care of her.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And it's important to understand that we have roles in relationships, but nobody knows what the roles are anymore.
Right.
And I think we have to talk about them because everything's changed a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, now it takes two people to maintain a household.
Yes.
Because as you know, doing it by yourself,
It's
fucking
hard.
sucks.
It sucks.
Right?
It's hard. Yeah.
Like, I have to bring home $4,000 a month just to pay out my bills. That's what I have to bring home.
Yeah.
So after taxes, that's what I have to bring home to pay out my
Damn.
bills. That counts food and everything. And then that's like without any fun money.
Yeah.
So it's a struggle. So when you get with somebody, you have to have that conversation about, this is what you do, this is what I do.
Yeah.
And if you need help with something, I don't mind helping. But sometimes you have to say it. It's how you say it, not what you say.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest problem I had with my ex-wife. She didn't know how to ask nicely.
Yeah.
Instead of like, oh, can you do the dishes? What do you do around here?
Yeah.
Is what I got.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you do in the mornings before you go to work?
Yeah.
All right. And then he came down. He's like, you couldn't do the dishes? I was like,
Yeah. I'm just OCD. Like, if I see like a cup and even if it was mine or the kids or hers, nope, that's going in the dishwasher. I can't stand it because I'm always, if someone just decides to stop by, I don't want to be judged. I want to have that. I want them to leave and be like, you know what? I like coming to that house. It's clean. It's fun. I'm always like that. Like, you can ask my good friend at work. He comes over, not often, but when he does, I don't have to stress clean.
Right.
My apartment is pretty clean. God forbid the kids' toys.
like
but
John's Mexican. Yeah. I mean, you fucking know.
You're a Mexican woman.
Yeah, that's pretty much where you are. So I had a party here last year for my sister, right? Surprise party. But I had a bunch of family that was coming in from Texas for a wedding that was going to happen a couple of days after my sister's party. But we had the party here. My mom had to come here and clean my house so it could be clean enough for when our relatives came.
Right.
I was like, my house is pretty decent, but like, it's not like Mexican mom clean, you know?
Right.
Like, she's like in the tub, but
Not using the
my mom used
fabuloso.
my mom used a gallon of fucking bleach just in my fucking tub.
Oh my goodness.
It was like, man, it wasn't that bad. Like, who's
Your
going to be looking in my
poor
tub?
mom. Your
Right.
poor
It
mom.
was like,
Shut the
the
curtain.
The curtain's going to be pulled over. No one's going to see it.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, that's how my mom was. It's like one of those things. But when I'm talking about roles, like yeah, doing that, the little bit of dishes, just throw it in the dishwasher, that stuff. That's not a big deal. But I can't be paying the mortgage and then you're questioning why I didn't do the dishes.
Exactly.
Right? There's you can't get mad at me that you have to go pick up the kids who are closer to you because they go to school in the same town that you work in.
Exactly.
I got to drive to Yakima
Yeah.
every day to go to work.
Yeah.
And if for some reason we can't get on the same page with a lot of people. Like, well, I got to do this, I got to do that. But they never give you credit for what you are doing.
Exactly.
Right? And we have to learn just to, hey, just talk about it. Hey, this is what I expect. And I think as you get older, you start learning that. But then you start reading people better. And they start telling you things. It's like,
Right.
oh,
Yeah.
it's going to be like this.
Like-
Like you're going to make this work. Like physical work for me because you want me to do so much.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in the dating stage, you want to be like, oh, come visit me, do this and that.
Not even the dating stage, the talking stage.
Oh, that too.
The talking stage, man. Talk about a overthinking aspect.
Well, like we were talking last time, I think when have you tried online dating at all?
No.
Stay away from that shit.
Yeah. I've heard.
Well, you have to understand that any person that you're talking to is talking to 5 other guys,
Yeah.
typically, right?
Yeah. I know you consider me old fashioned. I'd rather do it the old fashioned way, face to face. Therefore, you can see their emotions, see their words, how they say things and how they respond.
See if they're a man or not.
See,
Even though you may not tell.
Hey, in today's world, again.
Yeah, you have to reach down there.
yeah. How you doing?
How you doing? You happy to see me or?
Yeah, no, I've told Diana, like, again, I think it's normal to me anyway. I can't speak for other relationships, but you have those like random one-off conversations with your wife, and it's like, if we ever split, what would you do? Like, would you remarry? And my answer is always and will always be hell no. Like, I've done it once. I don't think I could marry somebody else. I don't want to do listen to your guys' horror stories right now. Even I've already kind of envisioned that, and to hear it.
So I was in the same aspect when we first separated. It's like, fuck, I'll never get married again. It's just a piece of paper to a man. That's how I was. And then I'm like, down the road, couple months, 6 months, almost, 8 months. It's like, hey, it's not out the door now. It's not.
Marriage or a serious relationship, though?
Both.
Okay.
Both. Like, it's not out the door. I mean, there's always gonna be that one person for somebody that you just have to,
And that's fair. I mean, yeah,
it is. And people always say, and I take it to heart, is like, love will find you when you're least expecting it.
That's true. Ask Dana. No, but seriously though.
Yeah, like when you're always trying to look for it, it's always never there.
Yep.
Wasn't Diana stalking you?
I'm gonna ride with that. Yeah.
Yeah, of course so. Right?
I try to get away.
Yep, wouldn't let you.
Yep. No, not that anybody cares, but no, her whole goal in life was like just live life, single, have fun. Didn't want kids, didn't want to be married, and here we are. She's having a kid at 20 and married at 21 or whatever how old she was. I think she was 20 still. Yeah,
It's you.
it's me. That's what I tell her all the time. Like, you met me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there's nothing perfect in this world, but I'm the probably closest thing you can get to it.
Exactly. And she probably realized that.
Huh?
She realized that.
Yeah, she did. So she locked me down.
He's got a huge cock too. That's the only way she don't leave.
Jealous.
Yeah. Over here, just fucking mediocre as fuck. Over here, just
Sorry, guys.
It's all right.
I'll turn it down a little bit. But no, I mean, you gotta have fun in your relationships for sure. But yeah, like I said in our conversations, I'm like, I'm not interested in the dating game again. Like,
Yeah, when we first split, I wasn't either. I was like, you know what? I play competitive softball, so I'm just like, I'm worrying about that. That's what I'm going to do. And then,
yeah.
if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm doing me.
Are you seeing people now? Yes and no, maybe.
Yes and no. I guess.
Nothing serious.
Not really people, just a person.
Okay.
So.
Right on.
We all have needs.
Yeah.
I look at it differently. I think part of me sort of wants to find someone, but that's like 10%.
Yeah.
For me. The other 90% is like, they're going to take half my shit. You know what I mean? I got divorced, cost me $80,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know what it cost me? It didn't really cost me anything. It's just I left with my TV, which is my youngest, is still hounding me about. It's like, why I take the damn TV and my smoker and my clothes. That's all I took. And pretty much start from scratch. You walk into my apartment. If you would have walked into my apartment when I first moved in, I had the TV on the ground, bed on the ground. I had nothing. My clothes. And I have some pretty good friends that when we first split up, that they let me move in. And I'm thankful for them, just because if I just would have moved out on my own, I would have gone down the bad hole.
Right.
And I just couldn't do that to my kids.
Yeah, that's the important part. I mean, those first 3 or 4 months, even though that you guys talked about getting divorced, and me and my wife had already, I talked about it before, but, more bullshit came after that. But
yeah,
when I was trying to actually work on it, it's a fucking dark place.
It is. It very is.
Like, it's exhausting. Like, your body's tired. Like, it's not like a physical tired as much as like there's something wrong with your soul.
Yeah.
Like, you feel it deep inside and it's fucking dark.
Yeah. I mean, when I went kind of dark for a while. And And like I said, the people that let me move in with them, my friends, and they're really good friends with me. They're my age, and I call them mom and dad. Like we go to softball tournaments, and I stay with them, and they're like, oh, where are they at? I'm like, oh, I told mom and dad to go have dinner tonight. We always joke around with that. I mean, they don't have any kids. They just got this dog when I moved in, so like me and him just bonded. And till this day, go over to this house, that dog gets. I have to take him outside because he excited pees everywhere.
Oh.
And so he whines and stuff. And so it was kind of a. I kind of heard a saying with Tyler Perry. He said, "You can be in a dark place, but don't be there for too long. Because the longer you stay, the harder it is to get out."
Yeah, I can see that.
And I kind of heard. I was just scrolling through TikTok one night, and I saw it. He was on a play. I don't know what it was on a show. It was like on a play, and I heard it. And I'm just like, and I kind of just took it to heart. I was like, you know what? I can be depressed for a little bit. God's letting me to be depressed.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be there too long. And then that's when I decided, you know what? Fuck it. I'm doing me.
Yep.
I started just doing whatever I wanted. Hey, can I have the kids? Yeah, come get them. Like me and her, I mean, we co-parent very well. We co-parent. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about her. She lets me, I can see them whenever I want. Like just like last Friday, I had the girls, like the youngest says, I want to be with mom. I call her up. It's like, hey, she wants to be with you. Okay, I'll come get her. She came and got just the little one. And so, I picked her up. I was like, I'll pick you up in the morning. She's like, okay. So then she stayed with me that Saturday night. So it was like, maybe she just wanted mom that night. So I was like, all right, that's fine. I mean, I'm not going to tell you no.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Because I think of that you both have to be there no matter what. I mean, whatever I have going on, if they call and say, hey, I want to be with you, I'm going to drop what that is and go. And that brings me back with the dating stage these days. Like if you're hanging out with a female, I'm trying to get away from the whole female aspect. I'm trying to say women. And when you're with a woman and like my kids call, you can't get upset.
Right.
You knew that I have kids and they're going to be my priority.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, it's just.
If you do get upset, then you're showing me your true colors and I'm not interested.
Facts.
Like, if you can't accept my kids who are my life, like, then we're never going to work.
And that's one of the biggest green flags I have. If you can understand that I have girls or kids, just kids in general, that you're more, I mean, that's a huge green flag. That's like number one for me. Like you understand I have kids. They're going to come first.
Right.
So.
Oh, there's some women out there and men too that just don't want other people's kids.
Yeah.
And it's sad.
It very is.
Especially going into a relationship. I know someone that said she got with this guy and he had his kids and then she had her kids. But then she said that his only kids now were her kids. Which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I could never do that. I couldn't. I've heard now that's at least the second version that I've heard. Not same person, I don't think, but same kind of concept. Like, yeah, there was a guy that had a family and got with a new woman and she lived out of state. She moved here to try to make things work. And she was like, well, I'm not happy, so I'm moving back. And he's like, okay, I'm going with you. And abandoned his children and took off and like.
Hell no.
Fuck that.
I know.
I can't even have if I don't have my son for like 3 or 4 days, I start losing my shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, when I'm here by myself, man, it's fucking horrible.
It is.
I have 2,100 square feet by myself, and I sit like in 4 square feet of it, just sit there. And just
yeah, man. I feel you. Like some of the people don't realize that. Like I've had friends ask me, "Oh, you're living your best life." No,
dude, fucking sucks.
Just because I'm smiling here doesn't mean I'm smiling on the inside.
Yep.
There's been times I get home after dropping the kids off. I just sit here to blank TV sometimes.
Yeah.
So I don't want to drop them off. I want to be with them. I mean, God forbid, they push buttons.
Oh yeah.
They get on your anger side a little bit. So.
Yep.
And me, that shit I miss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't boss my roommate around. Like, pick up your shit. I can't do that.
You can, but it won't go very far.
No.
You got passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
I like a nice pile of junk there.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And I would used to travel for work I'd have to go to like California for training and stuff at a week at a time here and there, you know. And starting out, like, it was tough because I never flew away like on an airplane, you know, before I started this line of work. And so to even do that by myself first time was kind of overwhelming a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
I'm an adult, I can handle it. Like, I'll figure it out. But then it's like getting there, and, you know, and call the wife and like, hey, I'm here, I made it to the hotel. You know, and you hear the kids in the background laughing, and it's like, what the fuck? Like,
And you overthink.
Yeah, and then you're just
everything.
Then you're in your head, and you're like, "What am
You're
I
so happy without me.
You're right.
You fucking hate me that I'm not there. You know,
Right.
no.
Uncle,
You know which way you're going, right?
Uncle Rico's there. You know,
You're right.
Who the fuck is Uncle Rico?
Or Sancho, yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hey, he can throw a football over that mountain.
yeah, there you go.
As long as he brings a paycheck.
Yeah, that's what I said.
When he start knocking out the bills, he can come over as much as he wants.
Yeah,
Knock out that mortgage from me. It'll be fine.
but that's, I guess that's where I can relate to the like empty room, like
Yeah.
you know, a week at a time in the hotel room by yourself when you have a wife and kids at home.
Yeah, I mean, shit, I miss that.
Yeah.
I miss having that person to be like, hey, you know, not a lot of guys nowadays know their love languages.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And I'm big on the love languages aspect. You know, words of affirmation are huge for me. And like just to like, hey, we took first in this softball tournament. I don't have anyone to tell.
yeah.
So it's like, fuck, man.
Text us. We'll be like,
So you-
fuck yeah, bro.
Right?
And it was like, we lost. We're like, fucking loser. That's the problem. You can be friends with us. Where you're like, yeah, you fucking suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I go live, so like I'll get messages from all my friends. They're like, congrats, you know, all this stuff. But it's like, man, like I remember it was about this time last year, played in a tournament over Tri-Cities. And, you know, we did well. We beat a team that no one thought we could beat. And, you know, I pulled myself to the side and I just lost it. I had my good friend come up to me, and he comes up to me and he goes, hey, he kind of saw it. He kind of saw me, you know, upset. Not really upset, but I was just like, fuck, dude, I don't got anyone to tell.
All right.
My mom doesn't text back right away. She doesn't even, sometimes she'll text me like 4 days later, you know. So it doesn't ever answer the phone because it's always on silent. She doesn't know how to get it off silent kind of shit, you know. She doesn't like technology. So it's like, fuck, man, I lost it. And so he kind of just saw it and he walked away. He let me do my thing. And then after I was good, and after the next game, he comes up to me and he goes, you good? I was like, yeah, I'm good now. He goes, all right.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, you need that moment, and if you don't have it, you know,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
It's about having those routines. I think we talked about this last time. It's like sometimes you don't miss the person, you just miss the routines of being able to do certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when that's gone, you're trying to figure out a new routine. It's fucking hard
It is.
because, like, where do you start? You
Yeah.
have to find somebody else, you know, start dating.
But
or
that's like the worst thing you can do is when you're in that mindset is to find someone else because it's not,
because you're not ready.
you're not ready, but it's also not fair to that person. You get them attached to you, but you don't get that attached to them. So it's kind of not fair for them. And that's how I was. And, you know, me and my ex-wife, we talked like one night for like 3 hours. Just, you know, nothing too serious. And she told me, she's like, I need somebody. She told me that. She's like, you thrive off somebody. And so after that message, I'm like, fuck, maybe I do. You know? And that's when I just kind of just started, you know, not really searching, but like talking to other girls. Just, you know, like I softball tournaments and stuff. There's people walk around everywhere. I would just kind of say, you know, they do these super drafts where it's kind of like the MLB draft where you pay your money. You can put on, a coach picks you and you get put on a team. And that's how I could, you know what? I've always been a sheltered kid, shy, always hate to talk to new people. I was like, you know what? I'm just, fuck it. I'm going out of my box. And I did. And, you know, so it's just uphill from there, I guess.
Softball sounds like it's your out, like it's that's your happy place.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can be in the worst mood. I don't know if you've seen it. Like, last summer, man, I was in a dark place last summer. Very dark place.
Yeah.
Amen. I was there with you.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I heard some people down the road I was going, and it wasn't till Like when I moved out of like the couple that I was staying with, I was like, you know what, I need to give you guys your spot back, your space, you guys need to do you. They didn't have any kids. They had two dogs, and that's their kids. I was like, I need to give you guys your spot back. Like, no, you don't need to. You don't need to. I'm like, no, I do, just for me.
Right.
And then the girls, you know, the girls couldn't come stay with me at their house. So, because I don't want to bring the chaos to them because they're not really like the chaos. It's just their dogs and stuff. So I got this apartment and I'm sitting there and I said I had my TV on the ground, bed on the ground. And then, you know, I'm fucking depressed. I'm starting to go down. I'm like, hey, fuck, man, what do I do? How do I do this? I've never been like this. Never. And, you know, a couple weeks go by and I'm like, I can't get out of this funk. I've tried talking to a couple friends and stuff. And then I was like, you know what? It's just starting to affect my work. Like, fuck, I'm calling in not wanting to go to work. Dude, I'm not sick. I'm in bed. Don't want to do nothing. So that's when I decided, you know what? I've always denied the help, the professional help. And then I just like, you know what? I need to. I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. At least I tried. And so I did. And God forbid, it started to lift me up.
Yeah. And that's a win in its own, you know, like you recognize you were in a funk and there was a problem. And I mean, thankfully you were strong enough and goal oriented enough that you're like, I know what I need to do and I got to go do it now.
Right. And I think the last thing that actually made me to find help is I was just going through TikTok one night and it says, someone just came up and says, are you all right? And no, I finally answered no.
Yeah.
I just said no. Like, you know, you talk to yourself sometimes. I just said it out. I said it out loud. Like, no, I'm not. And then, you know, I lost it. And then I was like, next couple of days, I was calling people. I was like, hey, you know, you guys accepting new patients, blah, blah, blah. It's just, like, I got the help. And I'm thankful I did. Because, I mean, I'm not going to say I never have. I've never have thought of it, but recently I have.
More often than you ever had, I guess, right? I mean,
yeah, like I have my handgun, you know. I'm just like, fuck, is this the easy route? But then I look on my nightstand, it's like a picture of my girls.
Right.
Fuck no. That's not the easy route.
No, and I know what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's you know, I had a few times where I thought this would be easier. Mm-hmm. That's why I keep it here. Yeah. It's even a rip round that way. Make sure I don't mess it up.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Oh, I have a box of those.
And like I told Ryan, I'm embarrassed. You know,
it is,
and because to do that and then not think about my family, especially my mom and my son.
Yeah,
like I couldn't do it to them.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, no, I mean,
it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's, with time it gets better, right? It does. And I think going out, hanging out with people, just talking to anybody in general is going to help. You don't have to talk about sad stuff. You can just talk to people.
Right.
And I think when you do that, you realize there's so much more out there.
Yeah.
Like there's so many women. There's so many people out there that love you. Yeah. And that, can fall in love with you and want to be with you. Yep. And it's going to be beautiful. Mm-hmm. I'm scared to death of it right now, because it's like I said, it cost me a lot of money last time.
Right.
And then my mom even tells me, you can't date right now. I was like, fuck. But she gave me the green light to be a whore, she's like, you can go. She's like, you can go and be with women. She's like, just don't
be serious.
Yeah.
See, that's where I don't know with women that they have to somehow have an emotional connection with the man. Mm-hmm. I call me a woman. I mean, I kind of do. Like, I'm not about that whole going to the bar thing, picking up women. I hate it. Like you said, it's a temporary fix for, just something temporary. I don't want temporary.
Yeah, I mean, I've been with the same woman for long enough. It's still going. So it's, I guess I can't really speak on that.
Yeah.
But I can be an emotional person that way too. Nick, yeah like again, I'm gonna throw this out there. It's come up every time we've sat here, and I apologize to her family when they listen to this. But my wife is on another level, and I can't be on that level all the time. Right. And I there might be some truth to that. Like, it's not. I just can't just do it just because I want to. Like, I've got to have that. There's got to be a little bit more. And again, I love her, and there's always emotional, but like, I can't just like snap my fingers and be in the mood.
Yeah,
you know, and where she.
I don't even know who you are anymore.
She definitely can. Like
that's I think it becomes all with women.
Yeah,
they can.
So I don't know. I'm a rare breed, I guess, too, because you talk to anybody, like any married men, and like, you know, you want.
Like, we're not getting enough. You
know, right,
man.
Like, you know what happened? I put a ring on her finger, and I don't get nothing. Like, shit, I don't have that problem.
Can't get enough.
Yeah. So
but then, of course, we're not all hung like mules. You know, it's
you know, she made
something that she wants. Really, like, they're just.
The other day, she said something. She goes, you make it sound like you don't enjoy it, and I said, the story's a little funnier that way.
Why'd you shrug your shoulders? I don't know.
Like, it's not that I don't enjoy it. I mean, again, I've always thought like I had a pretty good drive, you know, all through my younger years and whatever. And
shit, the 30s, man.
Well, yeah, and then it's like I met her, and it's like I'm driving a little 4-cylinder compared to your V8.
Sound turbocharged.
Yeah, like, I can't keep up with that.
What's going on here?
So, but anyway,
is that jet fuel?
Yeah, she's not on a carb level anymore, dude. She's on the jet.
Yeah, right. There you go. There you go. Yeah.
She's Formula One.
And I'm still in my Geo Metro. Like, yeah, it's
with second gear out.
Yeah, right. Shit, I drove a fucking car that had third gear out for years. I just didn't want to fix it. I'm a goddamn mechanic. I'm like, fuck that. I ain't fixing my own shit. Are you kidding me?
Fuck that. It's expensive still.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't even really talk about you as a person. Like, yeah, what do you do for a living? And
I'm a diesel mechanic. Yeah, I mean, I used to be a travel tech for the longest time, for I think 4 years. Hopped off and just got in the shop, and that's all I do. Go do my 8, go home. I worked my fair share of long hours. I mean, there have been times where I go into work at 5, don't get off till midnight or 1 o'clock the next morning, and I would be working in Moses Lake, and then have to drive 2 hours back.
Yeah,
the truck was governing at 65, so God forbid I don't care about that. I get paid by the hour,
right? So,
I mean, yeah.
Right on. Well,
how old are your girls?
Girls are 9 and 5.
Yeah, I have a 9-year-old boy. It's a fun age.
Crazy. They're both totally different people. It's crazy. My youngest is the adventure. She loves the adrenaline. And my oldest is kind of the one that sits back and observes everybody and takes,
It's usually how it happens. You usually have like calm one, and then you fucking have a thug.
Yeah.
You're right over there.
Yeah, I was sitting out. They were watching TV, and we were eating dinner, and my little got done first, and she's like, "Dad, can I have some Oreos?" I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm not paying attention, I'm doing dishes and eating at the same time, and I look over, and she has a stack. I'm like, how many do you got there? 7. Like, you eat all those? Maybe. It's like, no, you are gonna eat all those, aren't you? It's like, yeah. It's just the stuff she says, man. As a 5-year-old, just like, huh? What? Jesus, man.
I did my student teaching with kindergartners. Man, they're funny.
Oh yeah,
they all have something funny to say, and it's funny because like you say, they're all different. Like, you see the ones like, man, this one can start a riot, and see the ones that are just kind of funny or really rambunctious or just crazy. And my nephew was in the classroom, so. And that kid's just, he's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Kids are funny. I actually thought about doing that since we have the Ben-Hur Studios here. Bring in the kids a couple times. I mean,
your son to be the first one.
Oh, man. He's already, so Roger's got a niece, and she's pretty. She's very, very pretty. I showed my son, right? And he goes, "Can I come on the podcast?" Baller. I went through his phone the other day. This is not a proud dad moment, but It kind of is. It's one of those, like, I shouldn't be proud, but I am. Yeah, there's Roger's niece.
Right there.
Uriah's, she don't know it, but that's Uriah's girlfriend. Yeah, and she, according to Roger, she said she will come on the podcast when she is in town.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, we're gonna bring her on here.
She'll teach us how to do this whole influencer, get our name out there type of thing.
You got to come up with some catchphrases, man.
Well, we thought Chisbrosos was going to be good, and then we told some
Shit.
white people, and they're like, Chisbroso, what is that?
Shit.
But
And speaking of that, I went and picked my girls up Monday from daycare. And it's spring break, so she had like 14 kids from like 3 years old to almost 11. I walk in, and you gotta scan this little thing. It's all online now. You sign them out,
right.
and the kids are outside. And Gwen comes up to the window and just does one of those. Oh, walks around the corner and goes, "What's up, brother?" And every goddamn kid on that, and they're just start saying it. And so you know what I did? I just like, all right, girls, we're gonna up this a notch now.
Yeah.
So we sat down and watched all his shit. So they're going all daycare, just saying all of it. It's just, and I get a text from her daycare lady. She goes, "What'd you do?" I was like, "I didn't do nothing."
Yep. I don't
They got
know.
hold of my phone, so
But back to real, just finish up. We were at Robin one night, and Uriah comes over and he's like, asked me to do something on his phone, right? Like, hit Safari. It pops up to Google. My 8-year-old searches for OnlyFans and pretty girls or something. Something to those natures. And I'm like, proud dad moment. But the OnlyFans thing, I'm like bro.
that thing's scary. OnlyFans aspect. Oh my goodness.
I'm going to start one. I just want the money. I mean,
Just be hanging out there, fucking gray sweatpants, just
Yeah.
swinging, just swinging.
yeah. My tube sucks. But no, yeah. So like I said too, we don't want to be completely depressing.
Right.
I don't think we have been. I mean, I think we try to.
No, I think it's good to get all the information out and just listen to people what they have to say. Like, we want people to come on here and just talk about whatever.
Yeah.
You know, we have other people that want to come onto the show. Some people with PTSD, ex-military. Some people with some disabilities. You know, how they're handling life. You know, after the disabilities, and that's a goal. Just to let them talk so people can have an insight of other people's lives, because we all struggle. Yeah. It's all different. Yeah. We want to be there for people and just let people know that it's okay to talk about things.
It is.
There's nothing wrong with it. You know, we want to manage our emotions to, a proper level. Of course, we don't want people breaking down and, getting hysterical on us. It happens sometimes, in life. But, we want to make sure that we're there for people and checking in on everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you said, we have, we all know people that got to that real dark place and weren't able to get out.
Yep.
And like you said, you sometimes feel like, what could I have done?
Exactly.
Right? I know
it's all of what is.
Yeah, I knew a guy years ago. He unfortunately he did that, and you start thinking, and it's like the guy had it in his eyes, like you could see it. But when you're younger, you're like, oh, he's just like that,
right?
And it's it's really that dark side that some people have, and we're trying to get people just to come out of that. We don't want them to feel alone and understand that even though things get hard, they're not going to stay that way.
For sure. Like I started to, I was at Christmas, so we're at a buddy's house, and I was like, I brought it up. I was like, I want to try church. I want to try it. I went back in the day just because my best friend back in high school, his mom was a pastor. So I kind of had to go because we go partying Saturday night, and I'd stay at his house. So she always woke us up to go. So I never really took it serious. And so they're like, people I was with, they're like, oh, we all go. I was like, oh shit, where do you guys go? And they're like, hey, we go here. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll meet you there tomorrow. Or that Sunday. And So I had my girls and I talked to them. I was like, hey, do you guys care to go to church? They have a kids there. You guys can stay down in and I can go upstairs and stuff. And they're like, yeah, sure. All right. And so we were walking in the door and there's a bunch of people, a bunch of older people greeting you and saying, hey, welcome in, your first time, blah, blah, blah. I walk in, I shook this guy's hand. He's like, oh, first time, I haven't seen your face here before. He's like, yeah, my first time and stuff. And I'm like, all right, cool. Meet with my group and then we sit down and sure as shit, he was a fucking pastor. So it's like, was God telling me to go that day and he directed me to him? So I kind of was like, fuck, dude, that hit.
It's too weird of a coincidence.
It really is. It really is, yeah. With all those other people there that I could have met and shook their hand and told me, hey,
yeah, that's
welcome.
who you went to.
It's like, first person I ran into, shook his hand, and it's like, fuck, that's a pastor. And so I took it to heart. In the first passage, man, it hit.
Yeah,
it really did. And I heard it on a TikTok. A phrase is said 365 times in the Bible, and it says, "Don't be afraid." So I kind of live by that now. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to talk to somebody.
Easier said than done.
Yeah,
for sure. But it's facts.
Yeah, but that's why we're here.
Exactly.
We're trying to get that all out, get people to understand that we do want to help others and
for real,
and be in a better place for all of us.
Oh fuck, I'm just ever since going to church, I'm in a better place. I mean, I gave my, I told God, like, hey, guide me, please.
No, that's awesome. That really is.
I'm not, and church isn't for everybody.
No, but
it's
there.
It is. It's available, and they're open arms. Mm-hmm. They don't care what you look like, what you are.
Most, but yeah.
Well, I think God gives us signs all the time. We just most of the time we don't pay attention.
We don't know how to comprehend it.
Yeah. So, did I tell you the story about the clocks? Did I talk about that?
Negative.
So, right when I was getting divorced, and I still wanted to kind of work it out with my wife. I loved her. I love my family. But after she had moved out, the clock in my living room and the clock at work, I fucking hated them because I wanted time to go faster, right? I just wanted to stop the pain from hurting, right? And so I got up one morning and every night I'd look at the clock. It's like, fuck, go faster. Like, let me go to sleep. Let me, get this pain, the way that I'm feeling to stop. Same thing at work. I fucking hated being at work. It's like, fuck this fucking clock. I kept fucking looking at it. So one morning I woke up and the clock in my living room was dead.
Oh, wow.
Right? I was like, all right. Got a battery, out of the drawer. Stretched it out, set it. I went to work. That clock's dead. Shit. Right? And so I was like obsessed with these clocks, right? Constantly. It's like, oh, well, what a coincidence, right?
Yeah.
So I switched out the battery in there and everything. Still struggling with that. And I was also really obsessed with my weight. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, maybe if I look better, my wife will want me back. Yeah. Or that'll fix things, right?
Yes.
And so I got home. It's like I hadn't weighed myself in the morning. And I jumped on the scale. The scale was dead. Shit. Right? And I was like, oh, that's fucking weird. Right? And then I went back upstairs. The fucking clock died again.
God damn.
And I fucking broke down.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
it's
this
crazy.
is a fucking sign
It's
that,
crazy.
Don't be afraid. It's going to pass. Right? It's like, don't worry about the clock. Don't worry about your weight. Don't worry about that stuff.
Yeah.
And I always remember that. It kind of chokes me up a little bit because
it's a sign, man.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. I need to take it easy. And it's been getting better ever since then.
That's good.
But I think we do have to look to something, whether it's counseling or
just that friend.
Yeah, just that person.
That's just my
or church like you. Right?
Yeah, like my couple that I moved. Let me take up their space. And she was like, she pulled me to the side. Like, what's going on? Like, she sat me down. Like, what's going on? I kind of just laid everything out, and God forbid, man. She was there to listen. She gave me some good advice. And I was going down the wrong hole with drugs and alcohol for a while. I watched my mom's side go through it. They're all sober now. Well, they smoke marijuana, so that's really not too bad. What they were.
That's from the Lord.
Yeah, exactly. It came from the ground.
Yep.
So
here for you and me.
And so, like, the day that I knew I needed help was when I finally answered the no, I'm not fine. Was Christmas? It was Christmas. I was at home by myself, and I was drinking, and I was like, you know what? It's not it. Like, I need to. Drugs and alcohol are not the answer. It's just like a temporary fix.
Yep.
And so that's why I became sober, and I haven't touched it since.
It's good for you, man.
So, and I mean, like, a lot. Like, I deal with I have a lot of friends that are sober now, but they're years and years and stuff. So, I mean, they kind of helped me in that aspect. I've never been like a big drinker or, smoker and stuff like that. So, it wasn't hard for me. But when you get that depressed,
you don't need to add to the fuel.
Exactly.
Fuel the fire, right?
And so I kind of, he's like, you know what? I need to figure something out I could do to get me getting down that hole again. Mm-hmm. So I started putting Legos together. It's like I had no decor in my apartment. Like, I had zero. I had finally got an entertainment center that fit my TV. Like, I got nothing, man.
You built it out of Legos?
No, that would have took too long.
You got fucking skills.
Well, so it's like
$3,000 on Legos. It's like, man, you could have got one for like $150.
No, it's I have the 86-inch from Costco, so the feet are wide. So I had like a wide.
Oh Lord!
And so I'm like, fuck, man, I have no decor. So we'd go to Walmart, which across the street, grab the little card Legos, start putting those together, and that fucking took my mind off. Like, that's like
just that redirection.
Yeah, like
kinda,
it's all I thought of. Like, is like there have been times where I'm at work, I'm like, fuck, dude, I can't wait to get home, put some Legos together.
Right? Like, it's kind of something to take up your time.
Exactly, and then
make you think.
And then the couple I moved in with, he won a PS5 at this company Christmas party. I didn't have one. I was in the process of saving up to buy one. He comes and drops it off. Says, here.
That's cool.
God named me. I had to thank you. I mean, I couldn't thank him enough. Because over the winter, I would have went nuts. No softball, nothing. I would have went nuts. And God
delivers.
Exactly. I'm not a TV guy. Like, I can't sit there and watch TV by myself. I'll either go to sleep, and I'll be up all night. So he didn't buy it. He gave it to me, and I've just been playing ever since. Like, I'd have any time off or something, I just I'll hop on there and talk that shit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean that's awesome. Like, there really is. Like you said, it's you question it, I guess, but it's like you were saying, it's signs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason.
Exactly. And then this person I work with, they brought me into with the angel numbers.
Yeah.
And I take that shit to heart now. Like, when I see them, I'm like, fuck. That's a sign right there to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess everybody's got their little niche, right? Mm-hmm. If that's even the right word, I could be wrong. I just try to sound cool sometimes. No, but I don't know. Like,
you fancy.
I DJ on the side too, and so like music to me,
he's not bragging either, guys.
No, it's not. But a lot of people just listen to music for the beat and like the flow of the lyrics. Yeah. Where there's times where like I really get super zoned in on what the actual lyrics are and what they're saying. And so I don't know. My mom kind of threw it out to me one day. I was like, "Oh, I like this song," and she's like, "You like a lot of this type of music." I'm like, "That's who I am, I guess." I mean, sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
And she didn't mean it negatively. She was just saying in general. But
no, I mean, I feel you there. Like, I go to work now, and like my parents aren't doing too well, so that was just like another fuel to the fire, And so my buddy is one that saw it in me. Like, I didn't tell anybody because I hate putting my shit out there for people, especially when it comes to my parents. Except with my dad. My dad loves to fall off ladders. Just loves to. So my mom's in the hospital.
Literally, right?
Yeah, seriously. My dad texts me and he goes, "Hey, I'm in the ER." I'm just like, "Oh, God damn it, Dad, what did you do?" He goes, "I fell off a ladder."
Again.
I was like, He fucking broke his collarbone in 2 places.
So I tried to land on his feet.
I know, right? So I walked down there when I was leaving my mom, and I go, "Let me see it, Dad." And I kind of, does that hurt right there? He's like, "Fuck yeah, it does." I'm like, "All right." He goes, "Why'd you do that?" "Because you would have done it to me." Like, "All right, I'll see you later." I walked out the door.
That's funny. It's true.
I didn't push too hard. It's enough to get.
It's still right.
It's still gonna hurt though, right?
Yeah,
Just any
so
little
now he's in a sling for 6 to 4 weeks. So I'm like, cool, you're gonna have fun.
That's funny.
How did he fall off the ladder though?
Oh my god, I can share story after story. He had it up on a branch, and the trunk's on this side. He was fucking cutting the branch over here. So when the
Just reaching over, huh?
he was the trunk of the tree was here, and he had the ladder on the big ass branch here. He was cutting here.
Oh,
so when it got enough, it just broke.
Oh shit!
So he cut his support branch.
Exactly. My dad not the rightest. I was like, "Dad, you need to stay off ladders. I don't care if it's a 3-foot ladder. Stay off of it, please."
I'd say the same for my dad. Andy Reid don't need to be on the ladder.
And stay his ass on the ground.
Yeah. I had to buy him a ladder because when he was using his, I got on, I was like, Jesus, no wonder he fell off this thing.
Right.
It's all
rickety.
1940s fucking wood ass ladders. Like, get a fiberglass one, Dad.
Right? Yeah.
No, this one does fine. Okay, 4 times he fell off it already.
He just won't stand on that rung anymore. Like,
it's like the fucking car Christine, huh? Just fucking just killing people. And
right.
It's gonna be all right. It's the ladder now.
So I was brainstorming a little bit this morning. So last podcast we did some random questions, and they weren't the greatest. They just weren't.
Yours weren't.
Huh?
Oh, everybody's questions or just yours?
No, yours was all right. Mine was horrible. And these aren't going to be any great ones either, but they're a little better than what they were.
Are we doing Would You Rather?
No, these are more straight answer.
Straightforward, all right.
One big one, we're talking about being good with ourselves mentally and everything. I myself am not one, when I interview for jobs, the number one question I absolutely hate is, tell me about yourself. Or, tell me a good thing about you.
Got a big cock.
Well, I don't brag about that. I don't brag about that. But what is your favorite thing about yourself? To me, it makes me think,
my favorite thing about myself?
Yeah.
My heart.
Your heart?
My heart.
Okay.
I mean, I could wear it on my sleeve. I could show you it. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways you can show someone your heart.
See, that's where I struggle because that's deep. That's a great answer. Yeah. I'm not there.
I mean, I'm one of the ones that you say I'm a hard lover. I love hard.
Yeah. Is that a bad thing? Or?
It can be. It really can be.
Yeah.
But
double-edged sword.
You can't change it. It's just who you are.
Yeah.
You try to change it, but you just feel you're not the person that you want to be.
Yeah.
So.
I think I'm kind of in the same boat, but I'm with loyalty.
Yeah.
I'm loyal as fuck. I stayed at jobs for years. Most people, change jobs constantly. It's man, I'm fucking been here fucking forever.
Right.
But, just my loyalty to my friends and family and stuff like that. Even though I might not see someone for a while, if you're getting thrown down in the bar or something and I'm there, I'm just jumping on people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude.
I'm that guy.
Yeah.
It's you can be you're a good friend. You can be away for years and see him, and you can pick up just like that.
Oh, 100%.
You can start. I mean, that's one guy I work with, man. We never really hung out a lot, but when we hang out, I straight tell him, I was like, "Hey, we're at my house or we're hanging out outside of work. Zero work talk." He's like, "Okay," and so we just bullshit, and he's a time.
Yeah,
I love him. I love him to death.
That's awesome. I like both your answers, so I don't want to really repeat that. Because I feel like I'm both in that aspect as well. I wasn't prepared to answer it.
It was your own question, fool.
I know, right?
Are you gonna cry?
No. It sounds bad, but I guess I would I'd say loyalty too. I mean, I definitely, I'm not the perfect friend. Again, back to, I'm close to perfect. I'm not quite there.
Right.
But no, it's
closest thing.
Same concept though. I have a really good friend of mine that lives over in Everett, and we went to school together. And the first time I ever got yelled at by somebody else's mom was his mom.
Yeah.
She called my mom and I got grounded because I burnt him a CD in middle school. that created our bond. I was like, bro, I got grounded because of you. We're best friends now.
Right.
You know, but same thing. Like, he lives his life, I live mine, and shit, we saw each other for the first time in probably 2 years, a couple weekends ago. It's like he was my neighbor.
Exactly.
You know, like we lived in the same room even. Like,
Exactly.
you know, you build that bond. You just don't lose it.
Yeah.
And so
That's why I love Uriel.
yeah,
Right? You love him too.
I
That's the
do.
only reason you're married to your wife. She's for Uriel.
I can't remember his name, but he said, you don't need a bunch of friends. You see 3 badass motherfuckers to take over the world.
That's right.
I think that was Joey Diaz.
I think it was.
Yeah,
Oh, he was on the Joe Rogan
yeah.
podcast. Yeah. I give him a
Just
horrible
need
with
3
names.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Bad motherfuckers. That's all you need.
Yeah.
And it's true. I mean, if you really look at it, you have maybe, if you're lucky, you have 5 or 6,
Right.
you know, really close friends.
Yeah, I've got a lot of acquaintances, but I've got a handful of like good friends.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Like this one guy, man, no matter what time of night, I was stuck up in the hills. And it was like 3 a.m. on a work night. It was like a Wednesday. And I was like, fuck, dude, I have no one to call.
Yeah,
Like, fuck, dude. All right, give him a call. He wakes up, like, all right, where you at? It's like, I'll drop you my pin. All right, on my way, dude. Like, no matter what time of day,
Yep.
like, he'll give your shirt off his back.
Are you burying a body? Like,
Uh,
I'm up in the hills. Why are you up in the hills at 3 a.m. in the first place? Sounds a little shady.
No comment.
we played the fifth.
But you know, those are the people you want, though, right? Those are the
Exactly.
people that can help you bury your body. if
Don't
you-
ask any questions. Like, whose
What?
car are we taking?
What movie was that? Yeah,
The town.
No, it was four brothers.
No, the town.
Was it town? Oh, okay,
Town.
it was a town, yeah.
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 Don't ask questions.
Yeah, that's right.
How does it? How's the line go? Don't ask questions. I know the ending is whose car are we taking?
Yeah.
But no, that's a friendship. You know,
Yeah.
like that is the true definition of a friendship. Like, no, and what I was getting at before I went back to answer my mediocre question, you know, you said you have your coworker and you guys been hanging out a lot and you love him. You know,
Yeah.
growing up, like it was weird if you told another dude that you loved him.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
but nowadays it's like I don't care.
It's common.
Yeah, I don't care if it's weird or not. Like, I love my friends, and I'm gonna tell them so they know.
Yeah, he's very homophobic.
Yeah,
It's a lot of work. He'll like start mouthing off to me. I'm like, yes, daddy. You know, and so now I don't call him homophobic. I call him homophobic. He's like, sure, he hates it, but I'd like to push it. Like, I mean, that's how you know you have a close friend, was you can joke around like that.
right. Well, that's kind of what Diane and I were talking about one time. You know, like Roger, my kids call Roger my boyfriend. You know, it's like, oh, your boyfriend's coming over. Like,
Fucking haters, bro.
Yeah.
Mind your
You know.
business.
yeah, but I mean, it's that friendship. Like, you know, we know.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not gonna go out and hit on other dudes
Right.
because I'm afraid they might take it serious.
Right.
I know he doesn't, and if he
Right.
does, he plays it off pretty well. But
Exactly.
yeah,
No comment.
No comment.
but
Yeah.
here's the whose car are we taking?
I need your help. I can't tell you what it is. You can never ask me about it later, and we're gonna hurt some people. Whose car are we gonna take?
There you go. Yeah.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Yeah, I think we all need those people in our lives.
Oh, yes.
I got a couple.
Oh, you do?
I got a couple people that help me bury people.
Oh, I thought you had questions, but yeah, no, I know you do. I always tell Diana that too. She always, you know, if we divorce, I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna get that. It's in our fights. I'm like, no, you're not. I said, I know people, and you are a avid drug user.
Right. Yes.
You don't stand a chance.
You talk to any women nowadays, and they watch those IDTV and they listen to murder podcasts.
Fucking snapped.
Oh, yeah.
Just trying to figure out how to get rid of your body.
Exactly, man.
I always
my,
heard-
my ex, that's what she thrived off that shit. Thrived off it. I'm like,
So we're lucky to have you here.
yeah, pretty much. No, she's a good woman.
Yeah.
You got to be careful in this state because I just find out that Washington State has like 2 plants that will fucking kill you and they grow everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm not going to tell you guys out here because it's fucking, you guys are motherfucking crazy. I don't fucking anybody killing us because You know, these women would be like, "Oh my god, my husband died. My boyfriend's dead. What happened? He had a salad.
The salad.
Fucking
Salad.
killed him."
That's why
There's one that'll kill you in half an hour.
Oh yeah, well fucking Hector died off chorizo. Off of cocoa.
Chorizo?
He didn't
Chorizo?
die. Chorizo, that's what I was going for. God damn it. Trying to make a joke, but it wasn't funny.
No, it was. You just gotta know where the context comes from. Roger does that all the time. He references movies. I thought I was a movie critic until I hung out with this guy. I don't watch a lot of things.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's like,
I think it's because you grew up in a different generation, so there's so many movies now that it's hard to keep track of, like the cult classics and stuff like that. So
that's fair. My
like,
mom.
now there's like so many movies. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Like
Yeah.
you know, before you'd see something is like that was on that was on in the movie theaters, right? Now you have a lot of these movies like never been everywhere,
Netflix specials,
and all that stuff. And so you know, when you're younger, you paid attention when you went to the movies because you fucking paid money.
Yeah,
and it's like you hear the lines, right? Like how many Dumb and Dumber lines?
Oh,
you know, could you?
Lloyd. Oh, I say it all the fucking time on PlayStation.
So you're saying I have a chance?
Right, those are classics though.
Like, I say it all the time. Like, fuck, Harry, you're alive, but you're a horrible shot. Like, I say it all the time with the people I play with, and it's like, fuck, dude, hit the person. Come on,
shot you in the face.
What if I shot you in the face?
There's a
The risk we're willing to take.
Yeah. No, Friday was my movie. Like,
I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
yeah. That's that one was one of the scary movies, no?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't remember which one though. See, I know some stuff. I know some references. No, my mom, she cracks me up. My mom was a movie critic. Like you and her, you guys could go rounds and rounds probably. I don't know. She likes gangster mafia movies though. Like Scarface was her thing.
oh hell yeah.
She owns like 4 copies of it on VHS and DVD.
In case she wants to watch it more than once.
In case she burns one out.
Right. You know, I watched that finally for like a year and a half ago. And she was like so disappointed in me. Kind of like that.
This one.
Yeah.
You know, Scarface is, I don't know. I get it. Like a lot of people love it. I don't love it.
I told my mom the same thing. I was like, I don't understand what all the hype is. And she about disowned me. Yeah.
Right.
But I think it's more because like the acting was just fucking horrible in that movie. I think the concept of the movie is kind of cool, but
well, when people think of Scarface and they see him in different movies, I don't know what movie it was I've seen him in. I'm like, he's not the same person, so why would I want to watch this?
Right.
A totally different aspect.
But that's also what makes a good actor, though, right?
well,
Yeah.
isn't he Italian? He played a Cuban.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was, you know, it was a fucking stretch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they could have used somebody else. You know, like it still probably would have been a great movie, but
When it comes to drug movies, I love Blow.
oh
Movie
yeah,
Blow. That was a good one. That's a good one.
Johnny Depp.
You never seen it?
I watched it.
Oh my god, bro.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Nope.
They toss a midget in that movie.
And how did I not see
A
this?
little person. I'm sorry, I'm correct. Little person.
Right.
Person. No, dude. Then they, then like I keep following him on TikTok. Like the actual guy they made the movie about.
Yeah.
And he's
I've
like-
seen him.
He's like, no, dude, that was the shit we were doing. like 100%. Like he would say like facts and like what was like kind of
Hollywood.
Hollywood. And he's like,
Yeah.
it's like 90% of the facts,
That's crazy.
but like the other 10% were like the shit they're doing behind the scenes,
Right.
like the illegal shit. I mean, I'm tossing the little person. I think it could kind of be illegal, but I guess you're paying for the entertainment. Who knows?
That would be a great fucking name. Small time entertainment.
Oh fuck!
You just have little people just doing all kinds of fucking work. Just hiring them to hang out with or whatever.
Yeah.
We went and watched midget wrestling
How
years
was
ago. Entertaining.
They didn't ask you to wrestle.
They thought I was a wrestler. I signed up for autographs.
$5 autographs. Huh?
Right. Pay for the beer.
What would be your ring name?
Oh shit.
Oh, I don't know. Like, again, this is back to like, I don't hype myself up well enough.
Bro, I got the perfect name for you.
Go ahead.
El Caballo Blanco, the white horse, because you're fucking hung.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. I'm good with that one. I'll go with it.
Yeah.
So wearing a fucking horse mask is fucking weird.
Saddle on my
All
back.
plastic. Just you're suffocating in there.
Yeah.
How about you, John? What would be your ring name?
I bet you Ryan could probably answer that right off the top of his head.
It'd be Ginger something.
Yeah. Well, that's my gamer tag is the Ginger Snap.
Yeah.
Everyone calls me it because I'm the redhead on the team. So
Yeah.
like all my softball jerseys say the Ginger Snap on them.
Yeah. So, little side note, I guess. John and I met playing softball.
Yeah.
And I'm second base. He's shortstop. Middle infield. Solid.
With your 18-inch mitt.
Yeah. I
Can't catch with.
I got a big ab that gets in the way, so
is
to
that
accommodate to bend over, I got a longer glove. Well, John, we could be 40 feet away from each other, and he'll toss the ball, but then we'll be like 4 inches from each other, and he like gunslings it. So I don't know what's coming every day.
Yeah.
So
Keep you on your toes.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. You never know what's coming at you, son.
Yeah. I'm always like, I gotta like mentally prepare, like ground ball to John, like, okay, here we go.
And it's never in the same location.
Never.
It's all over the place. I'm not that good.
On his fucking face.
But hey, it works when it works, and
Or 500 feet over his head.
yeah.
Try to play catch with the right fielder. Try to get them involved once in a while.
Yep. But no, it's fun. It's
Team sport, guys.
Exactly.
We play as a team.
Yeah.
And we get mad.
No, we don't lose as a team, though. It's always one person.
Oh, of course.
Always one
yeah.
person's
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah.
And it's never ours.
Exactly.
I will say-
I didn't go 0 for 4. You went for 1 for 6.
Yeah. I hit a slump bad. It's like, this was horrible. Like, this is slow pitch, underhand, fat man softball.
League, like city league, like
Fucking Bush League. Huh?
oh for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm clean and sober now. I joined the clean and sober league.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
A whole
I joined that just because I went down and supported my other friends that were sober last year, and just the atmosphere, man.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it.
Competitiveness or
Oh yeah, they like none of them ever played a sport a day in their life,
yeah.
and they're out there with their hearts, man. I'm just like I thrive for that shit. If people have never played and they're out there trying their 110%, fuck, dude, you have all respect for me.
I'm all for that until we play in Yakima, which is where I play. Yakima Fields, the money we
Shit.
pay to play,
Oh, for sure.
like you don't even want to. Like my shoes, I get cuts in my feet through my shoes because the rocks are so thick and coarse out there.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm not sliding for nobody.
It's all gravel.
It pretty much is. It's like Red Rock. Like they took those lava rocks
crushed
and
it.
crushed it up and put it on the damn field. It's like you slide.
So the same shit they fucking put on the roads.
Pretty much,
kind of, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I think a road rash is less.
I think it's
hurtful.
equivalent. Hey, you don't get infected from road rash, but like you slide on that dirt, and you're guaranteed to get infected.
Yeah,
If you don't have like,
It's
if you
brutal.
don't slide right, oh man, I tripped one time and skinned the top of my knee, and it's scarred.
yeah, it's brutal. I don't. These guys are like, lay out for that. I'm like,
Fuck no.
I got a job to go to, and I'm not trying to have this raspberry all the rest of my summer.
Yes. Yes.
All infected.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's,
Staph
that's
infection.
brutal. Here's another one. Another question. Would you rather lose all your memories or never be able to make a new one?
Fuck, man, that's deep.
And I read it this morning, asked it, and somebody said, "Does that mean you forget your name?" I was like, "No, I don't think that so much. I think it's like core memories of like what you've done in life, not like who you are personally or anything."
So make new memories or lose the ones.
Would you
had?
rather lose all your memories or never be able to make new ones?
Probably the old ones.
Lose the old ones.
The old ones. Yeah. Because my girls.
So that's what I said.
I don't know, man. That's a tough one. I think you have to look at it because you lose your memories and like you lose how you felt about certain things.
Right.
So like when talking about divorce, it's like, oh, life is great. Let me get with this woman, right?
But you also got to think, there's the new ones to be made.
Yeah.
Like with my kids being so young, I mean, you got 16 school dances, all that shit. First boyfriend.
Yep. Oh, that ain't happening, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
Now,
Fucking questions bullshit, right?
I know. It's a lose-lose.
I don't know.
No, I took the same approach.
Yeah, like I'm not thinking of anything but myself.
So you would give up the memory when Chloe was born?
To make more with her future, yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
But it would be tough.
It would.
But yeah.
It's a. I mean, off top of the head, yeah, but it's a 50-50.
There's
really not a wrong
I don't think
answer.
there's a wrong answer. There's no wrong answer.
Yeah, it's just a matter of what you personally would. Trust me, there's plenty of memories I have that I wish I could forget.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
But who's to say that there's not going to be some in the future that I don't want to remember either? So,
Exactly.
but
Reset.
right, that's another movie I never watched. Matrix, Red Pill, Blue Pill.
Yeah,
I'm just
that's the thing. Do you want a reality, or you just want an alternate reality? You want to be in the Matrix.
I hate all the ones and zeros, though.
the binary.
That's what the Matrix was, with a bunch of ones and zeros.
That's what internet is, though. I mean, now we're.
Are we in a simulation?
Yeah, fuck.
I saw that question on there too. I didn't put it down, but
Sometimes I think like we're just a fucking ant farm that some fucking alien is just like.
I've had that thought too.
Let me just push this mountain over,
Right.
Cause a fucking earthquake, or
No, that was Lizzo when she fell.
Did you see all of the catastrophic stuff happen over in New York after that earthquake? Fucking cones tipped over, people spilling coffee. Fuck,
Yeah.
man. That's retarded.
I saw. I don't know. I don't.
It wasn't like a 3.6.
It was
like a
It was in the
small one.
force. It was in the
I thought it was.
force.
I saw Force second.
Because
Maybe I don't know.
yeah, but I knew somewhere else had one. Was it?
New York and New Jersey.
No, it was a foreign country.
Yeah, we're by Philippines somewhere. I think.
Yeah,
Could be wrong.
Like they had tsunamis and shit.
Yeah, I don't really watch the news. I don't want to be
It's
depressed.
just TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok's my news.
Do you have any more questions right in there?
Yeah, we got. Do you feel older or younger than your age? Like where you currently are?
Oh god damn! I definitely feel older.
Yeah, I think older. And I think it's just because I think me and you are probably on the same timeline, from, on our divorces. And I think it's just you're just exhausted trying to
Yeah,
get everything going, where you have something normal,
yeah.
right? Those new routines we were talking about. And it's just, man, sometimes I don't want to do shit.
Oh yeah. Like I'm at the
Go
point
home.
now where if I go home,
I'm stuck.
I'm there.
Yep.
Yep. I'll fucking sit in my recliner, bro, just like an old man, just rocking there.
Yep.
I get motion sickness, so I wouldn't do that. But
Pussy. Why'd you throw up? I was rocking too fast in the recliner.
Fucking baby.
but
No, like last Friday, I didn't have the girls, and my friend texted me. She goes, "Hey, can I come over and hang out? Gotta talk. I'm gonna play Call of Duty all night if you don't care." Oh, I don't give a fuck. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I played till like 3 a.m. Just sat there, and she watched me the whole time. I'm like, hey, you had fun. We talked. We
Yeah.
and she's going through some shit too, so it was kind of nice to get some off her chest. And
yeah, I think again that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
Like
She wants to come on the show.
I think we're a little misleading with the name, but we are Brosos. So, but we're inviting anybody. Like women are more than welcome to come on
Right.
too. Give us their side of things. Everybody's got a story to tell,
yeah,
and so
everybody had a different way of getting around it too.
yep.
Yeah, we're gonna have my sisters are gonna do a podcast too
It was fun.
out of here, but they're gonna get fucking crazy. I think they're gonna be more popular because they just fucking talk shit about guys.
Well, they're women too, so
Yeah, I mean, they'll talk about more stuff.
Don't
they
you
want
don't you think it's funny that women can sit there and publicize like talking shit about men, but you never see the men talking shit about the women.
publicly.
Publicly. I mean, I never do.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
I never do.
You get canceled as fuck. Like I love women. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I think women are beautiful and everything, but fuck, it was like
Yeah,
it is fucking difficult. Some are fucking difficult. It's like
So referencing back to last week's episode, Juvenal, our last guest, he had a valid point, and I never really thought of it until he said it out loud, I guess. But being with somebody is like, I don't want to be with anybody that likes to do everything I like to do. And it's like, could you imagine like dating a softball player am marrying a softball player and you guys are constantly home and then softball field, like you don't have your own escape. Like she's always there.
Some people might love that though.
Okay,
Some might, because I do know there are plenty of softball players that
Maybe
do
it's
that.
a co-ed team.
I bring this up. I'm divorced because my ex-wife didn't want to do what I wanted to do.
Okay, see, there you
Right?
go. There's the other side to it, right?
And so I told myself, never do it to softball chick. Never. Just because of the altercation, like if it doesn't work out with them, like it's be weird. And then to like recently, I'm just like, all my friends are like, you need to. It's like, why do I need to? I don't need to do anything.
Right.
And so that's why I'm like, fuck it. I started to, and I mean, I hope it does. I hope it works out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a valid point though. Like that's why you guys brought it up, because there's different angles to everything. And
I mean, God forbid, I'm one of the guys that if you need your space, tell me. That's fine.
but not everybody's that way though. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And like so, I duck hunt with Juvenal, and like our wives have zero interest to go duck hunting, which is great.
What if Diana wanted to go? I want to go with you.
The what?
What if she just went and she's like, I want to go with you? She's making all kinds of fucking noise.
Yeah, she would be.
Can I get my chai latte?
No, she's not that person either. But no, yeah, she
wearing her fucking sweats and her fucking Louis Vuitton bag.
She'd be complaining the entire time. It's cold.
But then I have friends that were married, or they're still married, and they just picked up softball.
Yeah,
and they pick up together. Like there's one guy that's on my men's team, and she plays as well. Like she goes and plays women's, and he plays men's, and then they sometimes will play together. It's like,
yeah, and I guess softball's not really the best example because I mean I've been around it enough now too. Like some of the coolest couples I've met are both playing softball. Like,
it's weird. Like if you go onto the west side, you see a lot of that.
Yeah.
You see, like it was like when I was over there for Kings, a lot of the females. Sorry, God damn it! A lot of the women in the stands were playing women's Sunday.
Yeah,
and it's like, man, so it's a lot more common than you actually think.
No, yeah. I mean, like I said, I guess my mind was the duck hunting. Outdoorsy part, but my wife's also not outdoorsy, so I guess that's where I could sit too. Like, I don't want her there because she would complain the entire time. Like, it's dirty, it's cold.
Yeah. I'm over here like, man, I want to marry some white girl that has fucking farmland that I can hunt on.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find some farmland.
Right.
I got my
My
eyes.
family has 400 acres. I love you.
Yeah.
Marry me.
Yeah. All right. But no, I don't have any more questions or nothing on here. Yeah, I mean, you have any questions for us? I mean, we're new to this game. We're still trying to learn things. Juvenal asked us questions that I wasn't expecting it, but hey, it worked.
Juvenal has a lot to say.
He did, and hopefully everybody gets to go back out and watch that one as well as this one. I think this was a good one too. John, you had a good story. I mean, you're not alone by any means.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then I've run into people that have been down the dark road for years, and they still can't get out of it.
Yeah,
and and I wanted like when I had my girls, I don't want to be that dark person. Just like just sit on the couch, let them do their thing, and be on my phone. I want to be out with my girls. I want to be happy. I want to be
100%.
And you know me at that through softball. I'm never the negative Nancy. I'm always happy no matter what's going on in my life.
Right.
And
you definitely. I mean, looking back now, I could when you were like fresh in it, like you knew your mind wasn't where it needed to be.
Yeah.
Yep. And I guess I don't know. Like that's where, as men, it's one of those you try to treat it how you think you would want to be treated. Mm-hmm. And like me, when I'm in a zone or like in my mind, like I don't want anybody else there with me. Like, just kind of leave me alone. Back to like I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I think we, as people, just kind of like, well, that's how I would want it. So I'm gonna let him figure it out, which isn't the right answer.
Right.
Most of the time. Yes. So like I brought this up to you at our father-daughter dance because did the full district wide.
Yeah.
And our daughters go to different schools, but they're in the same district, so we ran into each other last couple of years now.
Yeah.
That's our thing. We hang out along the wall because the girls go run and play with their friends, and
Yeah.
they don't want to dance with us.
They just want to be with their friends.
Exactly. So John and I always find
Did
ourselves.
they haven't
hanging
opened a bar?
No, unfortunately. But
Something,
Cake.
stripper
Yeah.
pole somewhere for the teachers or something.
no, I've seen some of those teachers.
I know.
But then again, I've seen
Beggars
some of those
can't be
teachers.
choosers. I'll take what I can get, guys.
Right. But no, but anyway, I brought it up to you there, and I don't know, it was loud, so
Yeah.
the music going, but I don't know, you didn't, like, you were kind of like, nah, sure, and then like the next day you messaged me, so you obviously gave it some thought.
Oh yeah, no, I feel it does need to be talked about. Not a lot of men love to talk about stuff like this. Love them to just bury it deep and not worry about it.
Yeah,
And I think that's the first step is to come out and think, hey, I do need help.
yeah,
Yeah, we don't want, like I said, we're welcoming everybody to come and talk to us. You have people that have any sort of issues that they want to get off their chest or just want to hang out. I think there's nothing wrong with just getting together and just BSing.
Right.
We don't do it enough. I think as we get busier with our lives and we get, like you said, we get put in that box, right?
Yeah.
That's where we live. And we don't have that outlet.
Right.
That's what we want to do, have that outlet for some people sometimes, and some people want to come here and share their struggles or their story or whatever the case may be, and just let them know that they're not by themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah. And on that same note, I was talking to somebody and they're like, I don't really do podcasts. Like, I don't understand the concept of them. And like, what do you guys, like, what's your agenda? Like, what's like, it's like, we really don't, we're trying to avoid that.
Right. And I asked you, like, fuck, dude, I'm horrible with that shit.
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't come up with the top of the head, but,
Look at you now.
I know. It's
You're a
just,
pro.
it's fun.
Well, pro to us.
It's just talking. It's just,
That's all we're doing, just, sharing, make sure, hopefully,
Well,
hopefully you feel comfortable and everything, and
oh, yeah,
it's
definitely.
been good.
Yeah, we wanted to be welcoming, and
Oh, yeah.
like I said, if you're awkward and want to walk away, walk away. Like, the door's not locked. I don't
Blink
think.
twice if you're held by a captain.
Right.
I don't know about it not being locked, but
But no, yeah, like, guys are like, I'm just not into podcasts. Like, well, you haven't listened to one that you're interested in,
Right.
And I'm not saying this isn't for everybody by any means, but if it's for you, great.
Right.
Subscribe. If it's not, I understand. We understand. Like,
Yeah.
and if you got something to say, come tell it. Like,
Oh, for
come
sure,
hang out.
dude. Yeah. I love it.
So, and you're always welcome back too. Like, this isn't a one and done type of thing, Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna tell people to come back and see us. We're just some people that can come in and have their issues, and maybe it might be a relationship stuff, and maybe both. The
Right.
couple can come in and they can talk about what's working for them, what their problems were, or whatever. If they've reconciled or whatever.
So, yeah, I wouldn't. You asked me at the dance. I was like, fuck, man, I don't know. I just don't know. But thinking about it, and I was like, hey, yeah, again, it's like getting out of that box, getting out of my safe place.
well, and your story might help somebody who's still in the box.
Exactly.
And
That's
I think
the
that's what
same
we're
thing.
really focusing on. Like, I know a guy who been married 3 times, and he kind of watched the last one. He's like, I related to a lot of that. It's like, cool, good, bad, or indifferent. Like,
Right.
at least you were still intrigued to listen, and now like, even though you went through some stuff in life, like, you're not the only one who's gone through similar stuff.
Right.
Like we were saying earlier, like, every marriage is different, every person involved is different, but like, divorce is divorce. And everybody's got a different angle of getting there.
Right.
And some people luckily haven't gotten there, I guess, or unluckily. I mean, it depends on, again, all perspective, but yeah, anyway, you got anything else to say?
I'm good.
Get some pictures of you guys here, No, I think like we said, that's our goal, just to get everybody.
You feel
Joe,
better
no?
now?
Oh yeah.
I mean, like you were already in a good spot.
Yeah, I was like
already
my buddy told me I was gonna do this podcast, and he's like, "Good, dude, you're in the right spot right now to do it. Like your mind is not down there anymore and worrying about other shit. You're up there and looking at the positive everything."
Yeah. So yeah, you're out of your funk.
Yeah,
Which is huge. Like
it is, and it's some people who can't get out of it as fast as I did. I'm not saying I'm the fastest in the world to get out of the funk, but like everybody has their time.
Yeah, and like you said, we still have those dark days.
Oh yeah,
I have some of them. I have a couple. Here and there, not as often.
Yeah, so like when I do have those dark days, like I never understood. Like you're at the gym and you see a guy there and he's just sitting there. It's like, what is? I hope he's okay. I never understood like men going to the gym and like that's like I could take a lot of shit off. And I don't use pre-workout anymore. Like I've had someone ask me like what pre-workout I use. It's like I don't. Like what do you use in? I'm like Pain.
Yeah.
Pain is you start thinking about something and it's just like fuck, dude.
Got to get out of there.
Go to the gym and that's what my therapist said. He's like that's the easiest way because it does something in your body. Exercising it just releases something happy, the happy stuff. I guess it's hard to say.
Good endorphins out there.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what he said, and he said that's what I do every day.
Perfect. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I mean, it really is. And yeah, hopefully, if somebody is still stuck in that funk, and
for sure,
hopefully they listen to these and kind of realize, like, it's okay. Like you said, it's okay to be.
It's okay to be down.
Yep. Like I think it's great. I think it's great.
Just don't stay there.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. We're all human.
Yep. You're allowed to have your bad days, right?
Exactly.
But as humans, not even as men, just humans, like you just gotta get up.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'd like to thank John, for coming in. We really appreciate you spending time with us today, man. Hope you had a good time.
Oh yeah,
hopefully we can get you back soon, like Brian said.
Oh yeah.
Just a reminder, information.
I heard Brian.
You just called me
Ryan.
I got the B in there too.
I said Ryan.
Okay.
We'll play that back.
I was probably close to the mic. I was tonguing it. All right, just a reminder, information provided on the podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It does not substitute for professional medical advice. If you're struggling with any mental health crisis, please seek professional help because we care about you. Dial 988 for the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline if you need assistance. And it's okay to ask for help. Again, a shout out to today's sponsors.
We had Lux Customs. I lost my screen here. There we go. Lux Customs, Elysian Design, 509 Mechanical Services.
Yakima Chiropractic Center.
I don't think we mentioned Nano's Tacos, but
Yeah, shout out to Nano's Tacos too. If you want to get some good tacos, get a hold of them. They're on Instagram, Facebook, and all that good stuff.
if you want to be a sponsor and have a shout out, we don't ask for much. We really don't ask for anything.
Okay.
Whoever bought hats got a shout out.
Yeah, we're just trying to get, we're really trying to help out just local people that we know. That's what we're
100%.
doing. Later on, if we get, more popular, someone's probably going to have to pay us. But, all right. We'd also like to thank our fans for joining us, joining Los Chisbrosos podcast today. If anybody has a good story to share, contact us and we'll see what we can do with them to get them in. If you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, and all that jazz. It'll really help us out. Again, we're your hosts, Rogelio, Mr. H. Herrera, and Ryan. And we're the Chisbrosos podcast.
We're out.
All right.
We're out.
Thanks for coming, John.
Thanks for having me.
It was a good time, guys.
Yeah, it was.